Namaste everyone, this is Dr. Hema Imbar from Daily Arogya. Let's continue more on the mind today. Now, what are the functions of the mind? Mind helps to receive the information from the external world through our five sense organs. It controls the senses from overuse or misuse. Mind slows down the thought oscillations and tries to focus on one thing. Mind does not like multitasking. Mind analyzes a given situation, thinks about the pros and cons before executing the action. It also helps in making the right decision and ways to execute the action. It develops an action plan and works towards achieving it. Now, knowingly or unknowingly, doing the wrong things is the main reason for any disease, whether it is physical or mental. Knowingly doing the wrong things is very important factor for any kind of imbalances in our mind-body system. We human beings are all blessed with our own individual intelligence, and it is called buddhi in Ayurveda. We all have the judgment to decide what is right and what is wrong. Trying to disobey our own intelligence is one important factor for disease. Now, there is something called courage or capacity to follow the decision of the intelligence. When our own intelligence decides something is a wrong act and we do not follow it, we just go ahead and try to experiment it further and get into more trouble. For example, smoking is injurious to health. We all know that. But people still want to smoke. The knowledge gained from previous experiences is very strong, has a very strong influence on our wrongdoings. Our past experience gets overlooked many a times. For example, a person knows eating spicy foods is not going to work for him. It can cause hyperacidity and gastritis, but he still continues to do that. He likes to have fun with his friends. He likes to go out to the restaurants and indulge more and get into trouble. We human beings have other qualities to increase more of the wrongdoings. For example, feelings and emotions like lust, anger, greed, grief, discrimination, envy, etc. lead us to more of the repetitive mistakes in life. We all have our own tendencies and affinities, but we have to be watchful from time to time just to make sure that we don't get into any big trouble over time. Now let me tell you a story. It's about calling the Johnny. My professor would tell the story many a times in his classes. Now there's a small boy by name Johnny who is very playful and likes to experiment on things. On the other hand, his mom is not a very controlling mother, but she gives him enough freedom to make his own decision and make his own judgment. But she knows if you tell him, Johnny, no, he will still go ahead and do it. So she stands behind him and she's watchful about his actions and tries to guard him passively. But being passive is always not good. Over time, when mistakes accumulate, they become very serious mistakes. So you need to be assertive. So when Johnny keeps doing these mistakes again and again, And when the mother thinks, okay, it's time to control him, he's going to get into trouble, she's going to change the way she calls him. Initially, she might start off by telling, Johnny, Johnny, no. Then a time will come when she has to change her voice to a more assertive command. Johnny. That will alert the boy from making further mistakes. It will freeze him from doing a more serious mistake. So we need to call the Johnny within us from time to time. We should be mindful about our actions and be kind to ourselves first. Taking care of ourselves, our mind and body, is very important for our own health. So please make it a point to call the Johnny now and then. So this ends my talk today. Stay tuned. Continue more on the mind in the upcoming classes. Thank you.